Hello and welcome to another Stellarian Games video. In this episode, we're going to make some small sand skiffs. These are one-man sized skiffs, more like a sailboard than anything. I wanted these to fit along with the sand ship theme and make it basically a one-person sailing option through the desert. Very simple little construction. I used really just craft stick components to make this. So a really simple little craft, but I hope you like it. So let's go to the table and see how this one is done. Okay, for this project, we're going to use really just an assortment of different wooden craft materials. I'm using wooden craft sticks or craft picks. I'm using some of these matchstick or round, they're toothpicks without pointy ends basically, and gluing these on this parchment paper so that I can pull them off very easily. Just creating the rough shape of the sail up above, just using some hot glue and gluing these into place. Not trying to be too terribly careful, just gluing and getting the rough shape of these sails. Once those were dried, then I could pull them off of the parchment paper and kind of clean up some of the hot glue that had spilled around onto the parchment, making sure they had fairly decent clean join points. Then I'm going to start working on the bottom skids for the kind of mini catamaran. Using some cardstock, I'm folding those in half, roughly the right size that I'm looking for, and then giving them a real quick shape to the bottom edge. This is just going to be a single piece of metal that will be folded in half and then glued into place onto those craft picks. Putting some hot glue into place around that craft pick and sealing it right up. I'm going to do that for all of those craft picks. The paper bottom edge will be the metal section in contact with the ground, while the craft pick will act as the wooden support or structure for the actual catamaran. Then I have two small wooden craft rectangles and just gluing those craft picks onto those rectangles to form the body of the catamaran. Again, this will act more like a sailboard, so it's just kind of a one-person standing sail where they can stand on that little wooden platform. Then I'm using some paper towel and tracing out the shape of those sails, and then just some hot glue and gluing those in place as well. I'm using some matchsticks and making some quick bracing for the bottom of the sail, and something that I can attach to the bottom of this sailboard and have a good anchor point for the sail itself. Now on to painting. Just going to give it a quick coat of black spray paint. Once that's dry, I try to shield a little bit and hit it with kind of a tan spray paint. And then once that's dry, using some brown paint and painting all of the wood parts to the sailboard. Then I'm using kind of a golden tan to form some or paint some wood planking on that rectangle, even though there really isn't any real texture, just giving it the illusion of some boards across there and some highlights on some of the other wood. Then using that same bronze technique that I used on the last sand skiff to create the metal look, and then just hitting the bottom of that bronze with a little bit of the steel metallic look, and that'll give it that worn abrasion edge. And there's the finished product of this. This one is a really quick, easy project, but I think this would be a really cool addition, especially in larger numbers, to add to kind of a desert warfare scene. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you.